You don't control me. I'll go out when and where I please. That's what she said, right there in the middle of the living room. Her voice sliced through the air, sharp and deliberate. The words didn't just hurt. They ripped something loose inside me. The way she said it, cold practice. It felt like she'd been saving it for that moment. I just stood there, keys in hand, ready to drive her to dinner. Instead, I found myself staring at the woman I thought I knew, wondering when her eyes stopped seeing me at all. All right, I said softly. It was all I could get out. She grabbed her purse, slung it over her shoulder, and walked out. No goodbye, no kiss, not even a glance back, just a faint trace of her perfume, hanging in the air as the door slammed behind her. For a while, I didn't move. The quiet in the house pressed down like a weight. The clock ticked. The refrigerator hummed. And somewhere in the kitchen, that slow drip from the leaky tap she always said she'd fix kept breaking the silence. I remember thinking how ordinary it all looked, how betrayal doesn't always announce itself with thunder. Sometimes it arrives quietly. At first, I told myself she just needed space. We'd argued before about her late nights, her co-workers, those after-work drinks and girls' nights. I didn't have proof of anything, just a dull ache that wouldn't fade, and a growing sense that something was slipping away. The next morning, she was gone before I woke. Her coffee cup sat half full on the counter, a red lipstick mark on the rim. Her scent still clung to the couch pillow, where she'd fallen asleep fully dressed. When she came home that evening, I tried to sound normal. "You didn't answer last night," I said. Her eyes barely lifted from her phone. "I told you I was out with friends till 3. Don't start." Her tone shut me out like a slammed door. I should have stopped there, but I didn't. "I just want to know who you were with," I said. She looked up, smirking. "You want names now?" "What's next?" tracking my phone. I forced a small laugh, pretending I wasn't breaking inside. Of course not. But the thought stayed. Over the next week, things unraveled quietly. She avoided me without saying so. Her phone was never out of reach. She started dressing up just to run errands, change her passcode, and hum songs I'd never heard before. While getting ready, the red flags piled up, but I folded them neatly and pretended they were nothing. I told myself marriage was built on trust, that maybe I was imagining things. Then one night, her phone buzzed in the dark. The glow from the screen lit her side of the bed. The preview read, "Last night was worth every risk." My heart dropped so hard I forgot how to breathe. I didn't touch the phone. I didn't scroll. I didn't need to. The words burned themselves into me. When she stirred, I shut my eyes, pretending to sleep. I could feel her shift beside me, turning the screen away, typing quietly. Each tap of her fingers sounded like nails closing a coffin. By morning, she was her usual self, smiling, casual. She kissed my cheek before leaving. "Don't get up," she said. And I didn't. I waited until she was gone, then sat in the car for hours, watching the empty street, feeling hollow. I wasn't sure if I wanted proof or courage. Around 8, she texted, "Running late." Meeting went over. Except she never worked late on Thursdays. I drove to her office anyway. The parking lot was nearly empty, except for one silver car under the streetlight. Her car, and in the front seat, 2 shadows moved. I froze. My hands wouldn't open the door. I just sat there staring, my mind refusing to catch up. Then the dome light flicked on, just for a second, long enough to see her laughing, leaning toward a man I didn't know. The air turned heavy, and I gripped the wheel until my hands shook. The world outside blurred to the haze of rage and heartbreak. When she came home later, I was waiting in the dark. She jumped when she saw me. "Jesus, what are you doing here?" she asked. I looked straight at her. Was it worth it? Her face went still. "What are you talking about?" "Don't lie," I said. My voice cracked. "I saw you." She swallowed hard, eyes darting away. For a moment, she looked small, like the truth had finally landed. Then she straightened, defiant. "You were spying on me?" Unbelievable. I laughed, sharp and bitter. That's what you got from this. She folded her arms. You don't own me. You don't control me. And there was again the same line. But this time, it didn't sound like strength. It sounded like guilt. I never wanted to control you, I said quietly. I just wanted to be chosen. For a second, her face softened. Her lips parted, as if she might apologize. But she turned away instead. Maybe we were both pretending, she murmured. Maybe it's been over for a while. That hurt worse than the betrayal itself. I didn't yell. I didn't plead. I just stood up, grabbed my jacket, and walked past her. Where are you going? She asked. Out, I said. When and where I want. Her eyes widened, maybe realizing what I meant. But I didn't stay long enough to see. I stepped into the night. The cool air hit my face like water. I sat in the car a long time before turning the key. The silence felt different now, heavier, but somehow cleaner. It's strange how love can turn to ash so fast. One moment, you're building a life together. The next, you're standing in its ruins, wondering when the fire began. I don't hate her, not really. I just can't unsee what I saw. Can't unknow what I know. And maybe that's the real ending. Not rage, not revenge, just the quiet acceptance that some things, once broken, aren't meant to be repaired.